So easy. Push the lever and watch the lift lower your boat into the water. Drive on, lift the lever, and your boat is safely out of the water. Call 1-877-SF-HAVEN to find a dealer, or visit us online at safehavenboatlifts.com.
Welcome back. It's time to get into today's project with John.
I've just moved the Boston Whaler from its space right here at my dock. Welcome back. Just before the break, we were showing you how the Harbor Series lift gets made up in South Carolina. And now we have our expert installer on board. And I want to tell you who we have. This is Matt Torero. Hi, Matt.
Hey.
And Matt is not only an installer of these boat lifts, but he's also the dealer here in my area for Safe Haven. And let's talk about how many pieces make up my Harbor drive-on boat lift.
Sure, there's 3 pieces. They're 6 by 11. They weigh between 350 and 450 pounds apiece. 2 of the sections are just flotation. A 3rd section has reduced flotation and a tank that we can add buoyancy to or take it away.
Okay, how do we get these pieces to the actual work site? Is this something that we have to bring in by flatbed, or can you offload this at a boat ramp? Can you take it to a marina, have a forklift maybe drop it into the water? How do you do this?
All of those work. Basically, you can assemble the thing on a trailer and drop it in just like a boat, or you can bring it in pieces and assemble it on the site piecemeal.
Okay, so we're going to get the 19 out of the way.
Yep.
Maybe we could get that 25-foot pursuit out of the way that's at my dock as well.
Yep.
And maybe we could kind of snake them down to the shallow water.
I think that we have the manpower today, and I think that that's going to be the safest, easiest way to do your job, because there's not a boat landing anywhere near. We would have a long tow if we didn't do this.
Okay, so we can just kind of push them underneath the dock to the other side, and maybe we could assemble it on the outboard side of the dock.
It's much easier to assemble it in a place like what you have, where we can have power and we have the shoreline to stay attached to.
Okay. Let's talk about if you have a seawall and you want that type of an installation. Can you do seawall installations?
We do all kinds of installations for every application. We can do a seawall, we can do a marina slip, we can do a floating dock, a fixed dock, or in your case, a ground mount.
Okay, now what does that entail? Do we have to bring in piece by piece, or do we put it all together first?
Well, I like to put them all together first, do all of my attachments, even attach the hose that operates the air assist. And then what I like to do is put that in place as a plug-and-play device, and all we have to do then is just concentrate on the installation.
How do the separate pieces, how do they attach to one another?
Well, what we have is we have a connector link.
Okay, that's this right here.
And then a structure plug. And then what we do is we'll attach the 2 sections. Will be attached through there, will be the joint. And then we'll put this through, turn it 90 degrees, and tighten these 2 nuts.
Okay, so all 3 pieces are assembled. The first 2 are flotation pieces. The last one is the tank.
That's the part that goes up and down, and actually it's nice because when you have the back raised up, the entrance that you drive your boat over every time you leave and come back to your dock will be lifted out and won't have any growth on it.
Okay, let's talk about how we're going to mount it to my property. Okay, I really don't want to affix it to my permanent dock.
Sure.
What can we do?
Well, in your case, I think it was the best case to keep the mounting independent of your existing dock structure. So what we're going to do is we're going to have 2 jetted in pipes that are going to sit at the front right and left corner that will keep it in place. And what we're going to do is we're going to use an 1.5-inch gas-powered water pump that's going to pump water down into the pipes, and as we lower those pipes down into the ground, it will push the debris out of the way, allowing us to push the pipe further and further down into the ground.
Okay, this is sand, and that's what's called jetting and a piling. Okay, so we're doing this with an aluminum pipe. Are we going to sleeve that with anything?
Yeah, we're going to put a plastic PVC pipe on the exterior of that for 2 reasons. One is that it will protect the plastic of the dock, so you'll have a plastic to plastic connection. And in addition to that, what it's going to do is it's going to allow that to go up and down in the event that we have a hurricane or really high water. That sleeve will allow you another 3 or 4 feet of play.
Fantastic, man. That is awesome. Okay, well, the dock is now fully assembled. Only took a matter of, what, about a half hour?
About.
Very, very quick. But what we have to do, thank you, Matt, is we have to take our last time out of the day, but keep it right here, because when we come back, we're going to show you how easy it is to not only get off of the dock, but also to get your boat onto the drive-on boat lift. And we'll show you all of this right after this important timeout. Don't go anywhere.
Don't pull the plug. The boats, the tools, and ShipShape TV will be back in a snap.
Mechanical boat lifts are great if blocking your view isn't a problem and if money's no object. Introducing Safe Haven Solar Hybrid Boat Lifts. Perfect for shallow water, optimal views, and at a price like this, unbeatable. No electricity? No problem with Safe Haven. They're solar powered. Simply drive on, turn the valve, and just like a sub, you're up and out. However, unlike other drive-ons, there's no scary winching involved, so it's easy. Notice the all-around floating platform. Perfect for maintenance. Order now.
Welcome back aboard. Fishing for boat improvement? Well, you caught it right here at ShipShape TV.
Anybody can build a drive-on boat lift, and virtually anybody can get it onto the lift. That's not really what you're looking to do. Where it gets challenging is when you're actually trying to remove the boat from the lift. Hey, welcome back. We have installed a harbor boat lift. It's part of the Safe Haven line, built by Carolina Waterworks, and we now have it installed at my house. This works with a solar panel. Inside or underneath the solar panel is a regular battery, okay, a 12-volt battery. We never have to have electricity. And basically what we want to do now is we want to show you how easy it is to get the boat off of the lift. And I have my daughters on the boat. Paigey, say hello to everybody. And this is Rachel, okay? And all we're going to do, Rach, is I'm going to start the boat. And all you do, you don't have to touch the steering wheel or anything. You just trim your engine all the way down into its lowest position that it can go. And this is the throttle. All I want you to do is put it into reverse, give it a little bit of throttle, and it'll start sliding off of the bunks. Go ahead and do that. And just very lightly give it some throttle. Little bit more. Little more. Little more. And there you go. We are off. Man, this is so wonderful. Hey, we got a couple of people that we need to thank who helped make today's show possible. First off, we need to thank the owner out at Carolina Waterworks, all right, Keith Rogerson. We also had Tim Martin giving us an incredible factory tour. Matt Torrero was our professional installer. And Matt, you know, he's been kind of watching me use the boat at dead low tide. And take a look at where we were originally, okay, at dead low tide before we had the lift. Take a look at it now with the lift at dead low tide. Man, this is dramatically different. My guys, we need to thank them. They worked very, very hard. But the most important one here, that's right, has been you. Hey, thanks so much for hanging out with us right here on the beautiful water's edge. But we've got to go actually to the sandbar. But how about this? How about until we see each other again, can you do yourself a favor? Can you get out there and make your boat shipshape? I'm John Graviscus. This is Rachel Graviscus. Paigey Graviscus. See you next time.
My dad's taking me swimming.
Absolutely, dear. Let's go, guys.
Closed captioning for ShipShape TV has been made possible by ShipShapeTV.com, the official website of boaters everywhere.
Does your boat lift block your view? You struggle and strain just to launch your boat. With Safe Haven solar-powered boat lifts, you can drive onto your boat lift and enjoy your view. Boat launching has never been so easy. Push a lever and watch the lift lower your boat into the water. Drive on, lift the lever, and your boat is safely out of the water. Call 1-877-SF-HAVEN to find a dealer, or visit us online at safehavenboatlifts.com.